Hi, my name is Hannah Morris, and my theme for Lent is joy in decisions. So for me, COVID has been a difficult time these last 2 years. It has really developed a thinking in my process, in my mind, of how it is the year of the can't. I can't go in person and teach to my class and engage with my students. I can't go to church because there was no in-person service for the longest time. I couldn't go to choir and practice and sing, and that brings me, it pains me not to have singing in my life. It also kept me from seeing my family and friends in the way that I usually used to do, go and visit them and interact with them in person. And so when Joe came to me and said, "Hey, Hannah, would you like to help me put the devotional together again this year?" Well, guess what? My first thought was, I can't. This is the year of the can't. How can I do that? How can I add one more thing to my life? I have so much going on. I just can't. And then I paused for a moment, and I was reminded of our Advent time when one of the themes was joy in decisions, and how when we step forward and we make decisions that will make a difference in the world, there is joy that it brings. And so rather than saying I can't to Joe, I changed and I said, of course, out of joy, I will make this decision and I will help with the devotional. So there's a couple things that I want to share and remind me about joy in decisions. One is this pineapple. So over the summer, we often go to Florida, and for some reason, pineapples really spoke to me this summer. And so when I found this pineapple in Trader Joe's, I had to get it. It makes me smile. It reminds me to be intentional about my decisions and to remind me to make joyful decisions that will make a difference for the world. And the second thing that I want to share with you is, for those of you who know me, I am a chemist, and I want to share with you a little experiment that shows how bringing joy into the world is a way of sharing God's light. And sometimes we don't know how God's light will engage with the world, but we are called to bring that into the world. So I have a moment's pause where I'm going to set up that video, that experiment, so I can share it with you, and we'll meet again in just a moment. So part 2 of my Lenten devotional is showing how joy in decisions can bring light into the world. So here I have 2 solutions. They're 2 blue solutions. They're about the same color and intensity. And I'm going to take a laser pointer and I'm going to shine the light through them and see what happens when the light engages with the solutions. It is like us sharing light with the world. Beaker, the solutions are the world, and we are the laser pointer shining our light on that world. And so the solution on the right, well, you may not see that light passing through the solution. You can see the red light on the other side of the solution hitting the backdrop, but it just passes right through. And sometimes that's what happens with our light. And other times we see the light scattering off of the world. And when it scatters off the world, it bounces around to other places. And unexpected ways that light is shared with the rest of the world. And so in our second solution, we have tiny little particles. And those tiny little particles are absorbing the light and scattering the light in ways that the first solution did not. And sometimes that's the way our light is. Sometimes when we share the light with the world, it goes everywhere, and sometimes it passes right through. But if we are intentional with our being, and we're intentional with how we bring our joy and our decisions to the world, we will engage and share with the world that love that Christ has created for us.